Hello and welcome to Success Tips Global. It's April the 30th, 2023, and I have the good fortune of having a very busy man, Mr. Noriyuki Kobori, in conversation today. Welcome to Success Tips Global.
Thank you very much, Everett. Thank you very much for having me. Yeah, this opportunity.
Well, my first question is, what do you do?
I'm in Singapore now. I'm an engineer. I'm working for the manufacturing company. Actually, Singaporean company, not Japanese company.
I see. And how long have you been in this field?
3 years here. But previously, I worked for another company over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
As an engineer. Then I changed my job. Then I transferred to Singapore. But I was seeking the new job because I want to have another opportunity to work out of Japan.
Okay.
I changed my job 2019, 4 years ago.
Okay. So for an engineer in a manufacturing firm, what are the day-to-day activities or realities of your job?
They're not so good. Actually, I'm working for the Singaporean company.
Okay.
As you may know, that manufacturing field in Singapore is not so good.
Okay.
So that they are forwarding to the IT or financial such a things. But I'm working for the Singapore-based, the Singaporean company, so that we are struggling there with as far the manufacturing field. So we have no factory inside Singapore. So we have Indonesia, Malaysia, China, or also European companies. So that's why the headquarters is located in Singapore. I'm here to work, but actually I need to go out of Singapore. But as you know, due to COVID-19, so that we have a very hard time to do my job.
Okay, but since you are in the job, what are some positive aspects of being an engineer in this company?
Yeah, that's out of Japan, out of Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to focus on for example, the Middle East countries or African countries, the American countries, that's developing country. So we are producing some infrastructure field.
Okay.
So we still have a lot of opportunity, but not developing country.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now, for the kind of engineering that you do, is it something that you would recommend to young people? If a young person is trying to get into a career, is it something you would recommend or not?
Yeah, but still, that we need engineers, especially, young engineer, because of the still, we are growing our, the manufacturing field. Probably the people live in Japan, the manufacturing field is not so, attractive, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, the world is not so small. Yeah, still, diversity, many things. So especially developing country is eager to have such kind of, resource.
Right.
Japanese engineer, so that I still that younger engineer has a much more opportunity to get the job for sure.
Okay. So let me get to know a little bit about your background. Which part of Japan are you from?
I'm from I grew up in Tokyo.
Okay.
Then, but after graduate from the university, I moved to Ibaraki Prefecture, Tsukuba.
Okay, I see.
Living, the place you're living now.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, what are some of your earliest memories, either in Tokyo or in Tsukuba?
Till 22 years old, I spent the time in Tokyo, but then moved to the Tsukuba.
Okay.
That's why, very old family, not so young. I
I
forgot about the good old days in Tokyo. So, yeah.
Okay. So eventually you did become an engineer, but when you were young, was that what you wanted to be?
Yeah, I wanted to be an engineer.
Okay.
Dreams come true. And also I want to go out of Japan.
Okay.
So the year of 27, 20, when I was 27 years old, I moved to the US, Virginia. So spent
Okay.
5 years.
Okay.
So when I was the 34 years old,
Yeah.
I transferred to China over 4 years and moved back to Japan. Then, but still, I have some many opportunity to related with the overseas factories. So the 2 years, almost 2 years in Vietnam, yeah, in
Wow.
Philippines. So now I'm in Singapore.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
for
really,
many of us, Japan is a wonderful place, but you said you wanted to go outside of Japan. Why did you want to go out of Japan?
I want to see something new. That's all.
Okay.
But honestly, Everett, honestly speaking, I want to be back to Japan.
Okay. Now, yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Singapore a little bit. What made you choose Singapore? Was it something that you chose, or was it just the job opportunity that led you there?
Yeah, so I was seeking the new job when I was in Japan, or I mean, 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
By one company has very attractive to me with me, so then I got the job. But that's the listed company in Japan, but they have just bought the company in Singapore, the
Okay.
M&A, and I was dispatched to the Singapore. So, but this is not Japanese company. So
Right.
that's very big misunderstanding because a totally different culture.
Okay.
That's so I was so shocked.
Okay. So I want to know a little bit more about the details. Having lived in Singapore for some time, what should people know about Singapore?
It's a very hard question though. So that's basic 75%, over 75% are Chinese.
Okay.
So I've been in China over 4 years. That's the experience has helped me a lot.
Okay.
I can speak Chinese a little bit, so I can survive with the Chinese language. And also, I know the aspect or culture of Chinese people. That helped me a lot.
Okay.
So the Singapore is one of the Asian country, one of the global country.
Right.
But still, the Chinese culture living in this country. So the young people want to work in Singapore. They need to learn Chinese culture, also the Western culture.
Okay. Well, I know there's a large Japanese group living in Singapore.
Yeah, over 70,000 people.
Right. Are you actively involved with the Japanese community?
Honestly, not so much. Not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm live in the Singaporean friends, Singaporean colleagues, and also the Japanese had some small community.
Okay.
That's Marina Bay. That's the very good area. But I was out of the city center.
Okay.
So around me, not so many.
What about food? Are you still eating Japanese food, or are you eating nasi goreng?
Yeah, nasi goreng or bakfe or chicken rice yeah, I love Singaporean or Malaysian food a lot.
Okay.
But Japanese food is very very popular in the Singaporean also the people. So the very very easy to get, easy to buy the Japanese things in this country.
Okay.
For example, ramen. There are so many ramen shop here.
Oh.
But crazy expensive, so I don't want.
It's special food, right?
Yeah, that's special. For
Yeah.
example, Ippudo is a very popular ramen shop in Japan. That
Mm.
we can eat 800 yen or so in Tokyo,
Wow.
but here you will have to pay the 2,000 yen. Yeah,
Big difference.
more than double.
Big difference.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But still many people
Mm.
that that make a long line to wait
Right.
for that seat availabilities.
Well, Singapore is not big, so you probably know every corner of Singapore. What places do you recommend to people who want to visit Singapore?
I mean, I love hiking,
Okay.
so that I've been to the many places,
Mm.
even not so famous
Mm.
for the Japanese tourists.
Right.
Yeah, but the first things the tourists need to go to the Lion Park or Marina Bay Sands area.
Mhm.
So beautiful. Yeah,
Okay.
still very attractive with me.
Mm.
So that sometimes once every month I want to go go there for the fireplace, fireworks, or that night times that the illumination was so beautiful.
Mm.
I definitely recommend the people to go there
Mm.
first.
Now, when you go to Indonesia or Vietnam for business, do you also have the time to enjoy some sights and sounds?
Yes.
Mm.
Basically, when I was young,
Mm.
I was a backpacker.
Oh, wow.
So that I went to the many countries,
Mm.
especially the English-speaking country,
Okay.
US, Canada, or New Zealand, or Australia.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So that with their, just carry the small backpack.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your most memorable experience of these your backpacking days?
I mean, that's the Canadian Rocky.
Okay.
It was my first place to
Mm.
go to the overseas country.
Okay.
So
Mm.
that's so impressed. That's why I still keep working out of Japan.
Mm. Mm.
Was so impressed. Also, very, very good memory. And also, I have noticed I need to speak English.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. Now let's talk about communication.
Okay.
I understand that you have the highest honor that Toastmasters can confer, which is the Distinguished Toastmaster, right? So,
Yeah, feel that.
what started you on this journey of trying to be an excellent communicator?
Yeah, over 14 years ago,
Mm.
I found the Toastmasters club nearby. That's
Okay.
the community center in Tsukuba.
Mm.
But at that time, right after Lehman Brothers economical shock,
Yes.
that's why my overtime the cut, also
Mm.
no more overseas trip. That's
Right.
why I was plenty of time.
Okay.
So I want to try to do something new.
Mm. Mm.
Then I found the Toastmasters Club.
Mm. Mm.
But Toastmasters Club is mainly English speaking.
Right.
So in Japan, not so many English speaking, not so many places that we can speak English.
Mm. Mm. Right.
That's why I was so fascinated.
Mm. Mm.
So then that's the mutual communication. No teacher, no
Mm.
student.
Right.
We can be a teacher, we can be a student.
Mm. Mm.
Then so that's very, very interesting,
Mm.
very attractive with me.
Mm.
That's why now I'm a member of the four clubs now.
Wow.
So
Okay.
not only Tsukuba. So yeah, also they are in Singapore, in Taiwan.
Right. Right. Mm.
So most interesting the things
Mm.
about the Toastmasters Club, we can expand our horizon. We
Yes.
can broad the network.
Mhm, mhm.
So I have over 800 Facebook friends.
Oh,
That is all Toastmasters connection.
wow, wow, wow.
So of course, not only in Japan, the Asian
Mhm,
country, in the US or Southeast Asia, or so I definitely recommend young people to
mhm,
join Toastmasters Club.
mhm,
That it's not place for learning English,
mhm,
so that you can know almost all things that happen on the earth.
Right. Well, you've participated in English contest and Japanese contest, and you've won many times.
Not so many.
What goes into preparing for a speech competition?
I mean, that's experiences. Experiences. How many experience you have?
Okay.
How many experience I have? That's why go beyond our comfort zone. So that try to something new.
Okay.
Go out of Japan. So make new friends. So try to something new, the hobby. Go to the unknown places.
Right.
That's the curiosity is the most important things for our life. So as far as my speech, the topic, that kind of things.
And when you get new members in a Toastmasters club and you serve as a mentor, what's the advice that you often give to these new members?
Yeah, as I mentioned, you can learn a lot of things, not only English, not only communication, not only leadership skill. The most important things that you can have many friends, not only Tsukuba, not only Japan.
Okay. Yeah. So that looks like there are many positive things, but are there any challenges involved in being a busy Toastmaster?
Making a prepared speech. There are three kinds of speech in Toastmasters Club.
Okay.
One is the table topic speech, such as impromptu speech. Yes. Another one is the evaluation. Evaluation speech is based on the evaluate with the prepared speech. But the most important things to make a prepared speech. Prepared speech means whatever you want to speak. Okay. Yeah. So the 5 to 7 minutes, not long, not short. Right. Think about the prepared speech. You have to correct. Right. Many topics. Probably you need to Google the new information. Then we can build up our knowledge, our skill, our English phrases, words. So that I definitely recommend to new people as a mentor, please make a prepared speech as many as possible. Okay. You mentioned hiking before. So in Japan, what are some places you've hiked? Yeah. That's the northern Japan Alps, Nagano Prefecture. That's also beautiful things. Wow. I don't recommend to go to Mount Fuji. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful place, but that's mountain for looking. Okay. From the distance. That the Nagano Prefecture, the northern Alps is so beautiful. And you can enjoy the onsen on the top of the mountain. Also, there are many kind of variety of the how hard, how easy. Yeah, sometimes you can take the rope-way or cable car. Yeah, so that differently recommend the people to go there. And also that Tuba Mountain is also not so bad. Right. Okay, as we get to the close, I'm going to ask you for pieces of advice on a number of things, and that will probably give you some time to reflect. So if you look at your personal characteristics or qualities that have helped you to be successful as an engineer or to get to the point of DTM in Toastmasters, what are these personal characteristics or qualities? I think to have a curiosity. So I want to do something new always. I was thinking the new things I want to try. I'm not so young, but I still have a lot of opportunity. I mean, a lot of curiosities. So that's why I to get the distinct Toastmaster awards. Try to be a contestant as a contest. Also, I changed my job. That's my curiosity. I want to see something new.
Mm-hmm. And then, what do you think has helped you to survive and thrive in Singapore?
Okay, that's to make a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have many friends in Singapore.
Okay.
Only Singaporean friends. I mean, I'm working for the global company, so not only Singaporean, from UK, from Australia, New Zealand, or Australia, and also the China, Myanmar, the France, Germany. Yeah, so to have a connection with a variety of people, then to people's the build up the skill, knowledge, and the mind of the global. So I definitely recommend to young people to have such kind of opportunity. Go out to Japan beyond your comfort zone.
Right. Well, many people want to come to Japan, but sometimes people say they don't understand Japanese culture or Japanese work culture. So if somebody comes from outside and is working in a Japanese company, what should that person understand in order to be able to work successfully with Japanese people?
I'm Japanese, so very hard to say. But the same. That's the curious about the Japanese culture, to contact with the colleagues, both the Japanese people. Yeah, that's the key to success of for foreigners who want to work in Japan.
And my final question is, what's ahead for you in the very near future?
I want to go back to Japan, maybe.
Why are you so eager to come back?
I mean, already over 4 years in Singapore, also in Malaysia. Our factory is located in Malaysia. I'm very often to visit there. That's not everything, but almost all the culture experience in Singapore. All set.
Okay.
So I want to do something new, but I noticed that I love Japan.
Okay.
That's why I want to go back to Japan. But Singapore is a very, very small country.
Right.
But in Japan, there's so many places I want to go, go onsen, go hiking, for the go mountain for the hiking.
Right.
So I have a bucket list.
Right.
So many things to do list. So the way I need to go after I go back to Japan.
Wonderful. So we hope to see you back here soon.
Yeah, face to face, always on Zoom.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, sure. I'm so glad to have this opportunity. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.